Hi, I'm Stone Cold Steve Monty, and welcome to CMC for You, Classic Model Cars for You. Monty's Customs, MontyZKustomz. And today we're going to be looking at this 65 Chevelle Z16. This is the original. It came with only one building option stock, so a lot of this car was fabricated. The front springs were from the 1970 Impala model kit that came out years ago. It was called the Bob Laravee's Sudden Shaker. I used some of the parts from this Chevelle for the front end. The engine itself, let me my big fingers in the camera here. The engine is just a bunch of parts I found in my parts box. Believe it or not, they just pieced together right. I found a block and end and block and transmission half. I found heads. I found some valve covers, painted them with gold, put the Rare Morrison decals on them. I found a blower belt, a fuel pump, that nice scoop. And then most of the rear end is also from that 70 Impala Sun Shaker, those airlift bags. These, let's turn this, it's going to fall apart now because it's only a mock up. But those ladder bars are from the old Revell model kit that came out in '67. It's called. There was a '53 Studebaker funny car called Miss Deal. I made the front shocks out of two shocks because they had to be pretty damn long. And same thing, the back ones. I just extended some regular shocks. And before everybody starts screaming, ladder bars don't go on leaf spring cars. Yes, I know that. I've built many of a one-to-one real race car in my life, and I know they get the Lakewood style, but I just like the way they look. It's a model. I needed something under there, so I put them in, and it's what I like. I build the models for myself, not for anybody else. I'm not out to please everybody. Please myself. Anyway, on the interior, the roll bar, the main roll bar with that padding was from another kit, but I scratch built the other two supports. The shoulder harness was from another kit, but I scratch built the lap belts. Very easy to do if you want to do it. Just cut a couple of strips of cardboard, spray paint them flat black, take a Molotov, make two little silver squares at the end, glue them to the seat with Elmer's clear glue, and you're done. Uh, I did take a drop of Elmer's clear glue and put it over all the gauges and the tachometer to give it that look of the glass cover. It does have a chrome foot shaped gas pedal, but unfortunately, once you put these interiors together in the car, you lose the sight of all the cool details. It does have a nice shifter with the ball on it. I got the tack there with the wire coming off. Engine's wired. I will have a fuel pump. A fuel line coming from the fuel pump up to those injectors. I see a little bit of line there that I put waiting, and then this car will not have a front bumper. It will have the Chevelle grille with four purple headlights because it is a gasser. And it will have a moon fuel tank in the front. And I will drill a hole in the fuel tank and run a line from the fuel tank to that fuel pump in the front of the engine underneath the chassis. I have these Focus Kragers with red backings, red line tires in the front, deep dish chrome reverses in the back. The paint is Testors Blazing Black. It's Metal Flake Black. And I have the stripe, and all along here, let me point with the X-Acto knife. All along here, and underneath the stripe is purple, coming up in a quarter pound of purple. And in the whole trunk, I did purple. Uh, the rear bumper was chrome. I painted it the same color purple. I'm going to leave the insert between the two taillights chrome. I just can't wait to get done with it. It's going to look really cool. And I can't wait. I just can't believe the way it fell together. For a car that had a one option of building stock, I can't believe it just came out. What I did was I took, I don't know if you can see here, where get the camera. where I'm pointing, I made this rectangular piece that I glued to the frame and painted flat black that the springs rest on. And then in the front, I made these on each side where the back of the front springs rest on, and then this long rectangular piece that I added to the frame, just glued it on, excuse me, painted it flat black, and it looks, like it belongs there. And the shocks wound up going from the front end right to the bottom of the motor mounts, but I don't know if that's real, but hey, it works. It's a model, I got the steering arm going up into the chassis. I like to paint my differentials colors of the car. It's one of my signatures. Also, one of the signatures I have is to do the steering wheel in one of the colors of the car. Though this time I don't like it because it clashes with the red. I should have made it a red steering wheel. It looks a little crazy, but those fender well headers, they look so cool on this car. They came from the Spirit of 57. And I did this car crazy. I switched out the engine. I put a supercharged Chrysler Hemi in it that came from a Tom McEwen narrowed 57 funny car body, that model. And it has a 16 plug dual coil engine. I put 16 plug wires on it. It came out really good. It was a pain in the butt to do, but I did it. And for headers, I'm gonna have zoomies coming right out of the fender well. That's going to be cool. I'm also working on this nostalgic front engine dragster. Again, everything's just like cattywampus because it's all just mock-up right now. But this belongs to, this is part of the 3-in-1 AMT Fiat double dragster, the blueprinter kit. It just comes in a white box with black letters, no box art or anything. You can only build the Fiat Complete or the Streamliner dragster. And then you have the choice of this open dragster. Yeah, I got to touch up that roll bar. Anyway, in order to make, I wanted to make all three. I'm going to do the Streamliner, this open front engine dragster, and the Fiat. To do that, I had to, some of the parts are interchangeable between the Streamliner and the open. So I had to find another rear end because it came with a chrome quick change rear. And I found this one in the parts box. It's from the Don Garlitz front engine Winds Jammer. The steering wheel's from the Ram Charges front engine dragster that I had built years ago. That bell housing and drive shaft probably came from either the Ram Charges or the Don Garlitz and model. Those white headers are from the Ram Chargers. I'm not sure. I think the engine is from the Don Garlitz Winds Jammer. The little 32 Ford grill that is just for show fell down, but it's not glued, like I said. It came with a moon tank, but I found this tank in one of those dragsters and I liked it better. Got the fuel line running right to the fuel pump and then up from the fuel pump to the injectors. What do we got here? Oh, that's the front wheel from my 65 Chevelle. Anyway, if you wanted to recreate this, I guess you'd have to have all those kits. That 70 Impala, that's a hard one to find. And then, excuse my camera work, but yeah, this is the pepper shaker. That's it right there. Move my fat thumb. 1970 Chevy Impala. I love those body styles. That was the one I got all the suspension from, the front and rear suspension. It sat up nice. I love that sudden shaker. I wish I could find this model again. I would like to do it a second time. Anyway, to everybody on Matthew's Model Car Videos Facebook page and on YouTube, have a great day. See you again soon. Hopefully many more videos.